Blessings and greetings. Greetings and blessings, blessed souls. We're alive because we want to stay alive. In Torah Chaim, instructions of life. Torah Chesed, instructions of kindness. Torah Rachmim, instructions of mercies. This is Torah for the children of Noah, part 2, where we are sort of trying to, in a peaceful and pleasant way, trying to lure you into buying and reading and learning about a book. It doesn't mean you'll agree with everything that's being said, but it will stimulate a lot of thought to help you connect better to your Tselem Elokim, your divine image, whether you are the children of Israel or the blessed children of Noah. Here we see this is the book, and this is by Eli Sheva Bar, and this is Torah for Gentiles, Messianic Implications of the Bnei Noah Laws. So now I'm going to go back into the introduction, page 3, and then we'll be turning over to page 4. Of course, your questions, comments, and concerns are always welcome. And a reminder to everyone, I do not have a financial stake in this, but rather as a Torah activist vibing out in cyberspace within the blessed dimensions of time, space, and soul, Ashan, as we say in Lashon HaKodesh, the Holy Tongue, that hopefully others shall have benefit from these humble submissions. So, what type of movement can we associate with Torah? As the sage, and that's the end of page 3 in her introduction. As the sage of Israel said, or stated, what should we elicit out? What teaching should we elicit out that the Most High engraved himself with the first pair of luchos, the first tablets, the Ten Commandments? What do we learn from what the fact they were engraved? And once we can attain what is one of the purposes, because Torah has multiple dimensions of purpose, the ultimate purpose that we should have a satisfying connection with the Most High and be in fellowship with other human beings. Now, what type of actualization should we see in relation to matters such as enslavement, indoctrination, and addictions? What is the connection that you would have to learn about on page 4 of the introduction for Torah for Gentiles? What are the obligations as they relate to children of Noah and the children of Israel? And how does that relate to one's relationship with the Torah, which others would call Bible, or the Old Testament? I want to mention, anytime I mention the word Old Testament, I also have to throw in the words Old and Eternal, and continually being made New Testament within the creation, the 5 books of Moses, and the Tanakh, as we say, the prophets, Nevi'im, and Kesuvim, the holy writings such as Ecclesiastes, and Psalms, and Proverbs. And in the end, what type of choice will be afforded to all nations? You can see in Psalms 117:1 what type of choice all the nations have in relation to the Most High. As well, from what does any government draw from when it decides to make new laws? What would be the source of those new laws? And what can we glean out from ancient laws and mores? And how does that relate to the formation of a newer nation or nations who are newer history? Say, for instance, the American nation, which is basically as per 1776, the Constitution that followed afterward, talking about 235 years going strong. So too, what about the traditions of ancient civilizations? What is their relationship to them and Torah law? And what is the relationship of ancient codes and statutes, laws of ancient civilizations? So like in Babylon, Mesopotamia, Persia, as it relates to the early covenants of Adam and Noah. And what are the implications, blessed souls, if we understand that Torah is an instruction, what was dictated, given over by the Most High to Moshe through the agency of prophecy? And what does prophecy have to do with the Torah law, as we would say in the Hebrew, halacha? And what are the relationship to the law, the Bnei Noah laws, or Sheva Mitzvot Bnei Noach, as they relate to mankind from our very beginning, man and womankind, human beings. And if we take as an axiom that Torah law, Torah instructions are true and binding, what effect does that have on all future developments of civilization? We'll stop there, blessed souls. We'll pick up hopefully next week. In the meantime, on page 5 of the introduction by Elisha Bar's Torah for Gentiles and Messianic implications of the Bnei Noah laws. So I just want to sign off with one thought, that yesterday we of Israel fasted for more than 24 hours in a sense of international, national, and communal mourning, and hopefully it was internalized on the individual level, the destruction of the first and second temples. And also, coming out of that experience of mourning with the hopeful and longing of our souls for the rebuilding of the temple, which must be done through the agency, the leadership of someone descending from King David and King Solomon, and one of their descendants. So the question remains, do we pray, all of us, for that centerpiece, that mantelpiece, that crown of creation, the temple to be restored according to Torah, or do we ask it according to our perceptions of what should be? And I hope not to burst anyone's bubbles, but if we want the Beis HaMikdash, the third temple, to come the way we want it to be, you can, if we could bet, we're not really supposed to bet in Torah, according to Torah teachings, or gamble. If one were permitted to gamble, I would say we would lose the gamble. We would lose the bet. So let's invest our energies in positive mindsets and have positive mental attitudes towards the dispersion of sharing authentic Torah knowledge, as can be gleaned from Torah for Gentiles by Elisha Bar, within the perspective of trying to open up the human mind, as the human mind is configured to our Tzelem Elokim, our divine image. Meantime, Ahav Echad, one love, Gorel Echad, one destiny Kulanu, for all of us, B'darchinam Darkishon, in a peaceful, pleasant way. Hamshich, to be continued, Berchus Hashem Yisbrek, with the blessings of the Most High.